The experience is much different from live performance when you're acting. You know, obviously, as a performer, it's an instant, you get instant gratification whether you're doing something right or something wrong. 9 times out of 10, all of those people came to see you. But as an actor, you have to win the audience with your performance, not knowing what their reaction is going to be to your interpretation of a character, which makes it a lot harder, a lot trickier, Broadway has a very magical way of blending the both of them, which I have a very great respect for it. But for me, you know, I've been performing for so many years and using my talents, in this direction of acting on a stage. Because if you ever seen my show, it's very theatrical. I try to take you inside of what the emotion of, kind of paint the picture through dance as well as settings, to changing the setting with the lights as well as set pieces to put you in the frame, the mind state of the situation. Movies that I'd done previous, like I Light It Up with Forest Whitaker, Vanessa Williams, Craig Wellerton as a writer and producer of that one. She's All That, which was with Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook. The first of all of them, which is really the most important one, which was The Faculty. That was my acting debut on the big screen. However, before I got to the big screen, I have to, make note that I had done a lot of television. I was given an opportunity to perform on a show called Moesha. It was Brandy's show, as well as a lot of others. I'd done work with The Twilight Zone. I'd worked with Bold and Beautiful, which was a soap opera, which was very different for an actor or someone really trying to get into the entertainment field. But what I wanted was variety. I wanted the opportunity to try get every opportunity that I possibly could, every door. Knowing that I had opened and knocked on every door possible, whether it was for television, whether it was for soap operas, whether it was for daytime, all of it. So, I would have at least the experience to say, I know exactly what I want to do. The people that I admire as actors I'd name, people like Angela Bassett, people like Denzel Washington, Oprah Winfrey, Sidney Poitier. And it kind of varies because I respect acting from two different aspects. Like entertainment is much different than the way it used to be perceived and the way it is now. You have performers like Jamie Foxx who truly make a difference, who now sing as well as act and entertain. But I can remember a time where, performers, or I've seen tapes from a time where performers sang, danced, and acted. People like Gene Kelly, people like Fred Astaire, people like Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra. And, I look to do more movies like that moving forward. I am Mr. Entertainment, man. I do it all. I played Darrell Williams, a young, fly DJ who has dreams and aspirations to have a record label where he introduces his artists and also produces the artists. In the midst of, pursuing my dreams, I end up in a situation where I end up having a bodyguard, Dolly, who is played by Emmanuel Shrieky, Chaz Palminteri's daughter, who happens to be the mafia crime boss, the big guy. And, the movie is truly about, the obstacles of love that you go through. And, you might not know where it's going to come from. You might not know when it's going to happen or who it actually is, but you eventually find it out. Sometimes you go through something to get to something in life. That's how love is,